and his swordsman looked at the fields that were not damaged by the downpour. Notification: knowledge in the field of monumental construction has been acquired. You have left a significant mark on the civil engineering of the continent of Laurasia. As a reward, you have received great experience. Measurement, intermediate level 3, land valuation, underground scanning. Design, intermediate level 3, blueprint visualization, terrain layout, simulation mode. The hero rose from the ground. Baron's sympathy level +5. Baroness's sympathy level +5. Xavier's sympathy level +3. Bayern's sympathy level +2. People's sympathy level +3. RP 1355. Lloyd smiled and said that they could proceed to the next step. At this time, in the lands of Viscount Racona, the man slammed the table and asked again about land reclamation. The subject standing opposite him cringed and said that they would be exempt from paying taxes for 3 years. In exchange, they would be required to live in those lands, so they would not be able to leave. The nobleman frowned and muttered that it meant that the inhabitants of those lands would be actively cultivating them for the next 2 years, since he was the owner and the land was his. He thought with regret that the Merez swamps promised mountains of gold. Racona clutched his stomach, which was twisted with worry, and remembered that this was part of his land. The man decided that he would not give it up so easily. He looked at the manager and, frowning, ordered a council to be convened. A couple of days later, the protagonist sat up in bed, clutching his head. The boy opened his eyes and wondered why his head was splitting. Maybe it was just fatigue. Lloyd sat up and thought that it was not the time to lie around here because they were organizing and distributing. The knight sleeping in the chair shuddered when his master called him to work. The boy looked warily at the swordsman and asked why he was so confused. It seemed that knights could get tired too. The blonde rubbed his forehead. He frowned and muttered that he had never felt like this before. His head hurt like it was going to split. The brown-haired man put his hand to his temple and frowned. The boy grimaced, realizing something. Testimony of the Baron's maid Emily. The girl touched her temple and muttered that she had